Hello everyone, I'm Salad and welcome back to Witcher 3. Last time, we were in this haunted mansion and we had some good boss fights, some bad boss fights, and a lot of creepy things happened. And we finally, though, got the flower that we need to go and give Olgierd, which should finish up whatever it should finish up his 3 requests that he had. And at that point, I think he should have to pay back his debt to Gontaredim. So we'll see how that all goes. I did get a comment letting me know that there is possibly a way to disable the automatic target lock, but I did have a quick peek in the options under both control settings and gameplay. I couldn't really find anything that seemed to directly indicate that. My best guess would be that it would be either movement response or assisted camera rotation in combat. Neither of those things really seem to be the kind of thing that I would be talking about, though. None of those seem to actually be target lock. But I'll turn off the assisted camera rotation in combat, and I'll turn the movement response to standard. We'll see if that changes anything moving forward. But yeah, for now, I guess I could open up the map. Where is our nearest warp point? Okay, over there and over there. So I will get to our nearest warp point, and I'll warp ourselves over here, and I guess we'll go meet with Olgierd. I'm sure some of you were screaming at me internally for not realizing that Gontaredim was the same name as the Gwent card that we've had and have been playing with for a while. I'm surprised it took me so long to notice.
And be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draft.
Yeah, Bob is indeed my uncle. How did you know?
Geralt, over here.
Of course he's sitting on the table like that.
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks.
Oh.
Some other time.
Here now.
Is Gontaredim gonna attack him?
My treat.
Okay, we're getting even more insight onto how powerful exactly Gontaredim is. He can even... not stop time. He can stop people in their tracks. But time is not stopped here. Because the light's flickering.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were
The other kind of TYME.
Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
So he can't. I was curious right there if he was gonna actually be able to interact with anything, because he needs us, right, to do all this stuff for him, to fulfill Olgierd's request, which means there are some limitations on him. So I was wondering, could he not move things around while he had time stopped right now? But no, he actually could. He could move that fly and put it in the soup, which is extremely rude, by the way. I cannot possibly agree with somebody who messes up tasty food like that. That's a big no-no for me. I'm all about my tasty food, so that was hugely evil what he just did just now. But yeah, now we know that he can manipulate time, at least stop it for other people. But again, I'm not sure if it's really time, because you see the light flickering over there, the flame. So it's not like he's stopping time everywhere. It's just in a few localized places. Why are you even here? Who are you really? Do you control time, or is this just some trick? I think it's just some trick.
You actually
to some
control
extent.
time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
It makes a difference, yes.
Let us say time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
I mean, fair enough. His response makes sense. he seems to be implying that what he's manipulating is indeed time, and he's figured out how to best use it. I'm guessing that he only is turning off time in their brains or something, or maybe, I don't know. He's definitely doing something, but it's not as simple as he's trying to make it seem. Or it's not as clear cut as he's trying to make it seem.
Dim, also known.
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
Yeah, you're a demon, or a monkey's paw, or something like that, and get them into trouble. Yeah, awfully noble of you.
That'd be downright noble if you didn't always demand something in return.
Law of the market. I was not the one to coin the phrase, nothing comes free.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
That's ominous. That's incredibly ominous. He asks, "Do you really wish to know what I am?" And he says, "No, you don't." And for him to be that serious when he's normally joking around, and say that no, you don't actually want to know what I am because you would suffer a horrible fate if you did. Is he trying to say that he is the devil or something? The devil himself or something? Like, is he gonna say that that's what he is? And like, if we do that, then like we would suffer a horrible fate, or we would try to fight back against him, or I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to do anything for this guy. Why are you even here?
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
Is that something that we
discussed that?
Yeah, is that something we talked about before?
As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact.
Oh, really? And where was this small
This
print
applies to all
written?
contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand.
So yeah, we have to pay close attention to the words that he says in his contracts, because he knows how to make loopholes in them, but he is bound by them to some extent. Okay.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? Was waiting. Had an eye out for you. Didn't see you coming.
You're gonna ignore the person who just died over there? Real quick, I can control time. I'm gonna say that.
Old Witcher's trick. I concentrate real hard, and I can control time and space.
There's no way we'd use it for that, even if we could.
Fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple. Got it?
Okay, now they finally realize someone's dead.
Hold that! Your friend, the medic. She were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're gonna actually go meet with her again. Meet with Shani.
My, what a freak.
Hey! At
He was
your
there,
service,
alive, a
Squire.
moment ago.
Squire?
Drunk he was. Maybe he fainted.
Maybe he fainted? Oh yeah, it sure looks like he just fainted, doesn't he?
Kirsten X.
What's an oddity like that?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I agree. He must have just fainted. Must have been the wind. That's all it was. So we talked to that. Hold on a second. We talked to that guy, and we told him, bring your Adderman to the whatever place we're going. First of all, what is an Adderman? Why are we bringing them there? Huh? I don't know what any of that means, but I guess we're gonna find out. I'm still very confused. But surely this will all become clear. So is this the temple or is this meeting Shani? I think this is meeting Shani, right? There's no way we're gonna not meet Shani. Oh, there she is.
Shani,
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
You searching for something?
what happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but...
I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Anything about Olgierd? The departure so sudden? Why?
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have.
Yeah, this is her
But I
job.
didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
Makes sense. Don't go. No. See, again, it was the same decision that I came to with Triss, right? The same thing with Triss. Sure, we could have said don't go. Don't go do the thing that you really want to do. That is like your mission to do. That you feel is really fulfilling to do. I could say that, but why the heck would I ever say that? Who would ever say that? That's, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to try to keep her here when this is her mission. This is what she feels fulfilled doing. She should go do it. And if we can't be there with her, helping her fulfill the mission, then we shouldn't be with her.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
Alright, learn anything about Olgierd?
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslog, claims Olgierd von Everick met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge.
If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
So this professor, yeah, probably is probably somebody who taught Olgierd a lot of stuff about
Need to talk
the
to this
summoning stuff
professor.
that he's been
We'll
doing.
go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides,
Good point.
you might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
Okay. Whatsoever a man soweth, it says. Character entry updated. Oh, careful, Geralt. You're gonna break your legs that way. Professor
So how are things at the
Shakeslog.
academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Oh
Where-
wait, did it just skip dialogue there? Was I running too fast? Hold on, let me try that again.
So take care.
I feel like I just, by walking too fast, I think I just advanced the conversation too fast. It seemed like they just skipped what they were just talking about.
So the Eastern Front, and then?
Oh,
Depends
no,
where you
so
send me.
there isn't.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Okay, so it's confused me because Geralt asked a question, and then Shawnee didn't answer, and then Geralt and then we just continued the conversation. That was weird. That confused me. But okay, it seems I didn't miss anything. It's just a weird flow of the conversation. Run, run, run. Okay.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Standing. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
I am, though. I'm like to steal everything. You don't want to let me in.
Well, alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
She probably should have said that beforehand. They're
Don't
right
worry,
next to
but I'll
us.
figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
Who knows? Maybe they have really good
Let
hearing.
me in.
We're not that far away chatting like that. Okay, enter the academy grounds. Anything else to say? Wait, oh, due to the ongoing hostilities, all faculties, departments, in Oxford Academy have been closed. And the institution's privileges revoked, the student body is hereby conscripted into the Indian army, with exceptions granted only to philosophers whose constitutions make them unfit for any practical activity whatsoever, as well as medics, herbalists, who are required to report to the field hospital at once. Wow. What shade being thrown at philosophers. Hey, who's to say that philosophers can't also, I don't know, be fit? Doesn't make any sense. I'm just wondering if there's a way I could jump over these walls myself and not even need Shawnee's help, but I don't think that's going to be a thing that's going to happen, is it? Okay, where am I going here? All the way around that side. Okay, so I need to get down, which means I could jump into the water. Hello.
Out of the way.
Out of the way? Okay, I'll get right out of the way. Don't you worry. Whee! Alright, I'm out of your way. You didn't find that suspicious at all? Alright, let me up. You can do it, Geralt. I believe in you. You can climb a gentle slope. I know you have it in you. It's probably the most difficult challenge you've faced so far. More difficult than any huge monster, but I know you can do it. Okay, random drowners, sure. We can deal with drowners. Okay, there definitely still is lock-on. So I don't think that's a thing that can be turned off. At least not in any of the ways that I know of. Nothing that I could see in the settings seems to indicate a way to turn that off. Okay, are they gonna come over here? Hello? Just push him into the corner. There we go.
How do you like that silver?
These ones are tanky. Enemies are definitely getting tankier. And they're still not giving me any red mutagens, which is incredibly rude. Never mind, there's one right now. Okay, ask and you shall receive, apparently. Where's the other one? No, I need a... There was another one. What if there's a red mutagen in it?
Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, mostly. I still don't have a waist. I'm mostly here, though. Darn it, we're not going to be able to loot it.
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shawnee. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
Yep, see you later. Still really like Shawnee. Can I not? Yeah, I can't go. I don't think I can get out of here again. No. Can I cut the line? No.
Get him from both sides.
Alright, well, here we go. Oh, right, we've got the healing weapon. Yeah, bonk him. This is nice and absurd.
Not good.
With our Quen and our bonking, we can't be stopped. Although, honestly, it doesn't heal that much. But it's still decent. Did he die? Oh, he died, okay. The other one I was hitting died. I think he died to the bleed. I like the sound it makes. Satisfying. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. Bonked everyone to death with a shovel. Truly a great weapon. Oh, we're over encumbered now. Oops. I need to get rid of some of my stuff, don't I? Oh man, all this stuff is kind of pricey though. I don't know if I want to get rid of it. I guess we can drop this. We already have a better one that we have equipped, right? Yeah. Let's drop that. Drop this, I guess. These are better boots? Guess I'll wear those. We can't wear better pants. That's not an option anymore. Because then we'll lose our attractive waistline there. So we can't do that. I guess I could wear this, right? Instead of this one? Is it better? Sign intensity? Versus adrenaline point gain. I like the adrenaline point gain though, actually. Let's stick with this for now. And I don't think we need this. Okay. There we go. That opens up some space. Useless. Okay. Let's enter the house. Locked. Okay, I guess that's not it. Is it here? Also locked.
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
Okay. Window. I mean, I don't see any way to get up. Well, actually... Oh, here we go. This should do it. Okay, I guess I need to go a little higher. No, don't fall off, Geralt. Don't fall off. Okay, I could make it into there, it seems. What's over here? Can't climb up there? That? Okay. Guess we do just go this way then. Careful, careful. Careful. Alright, cool. Uh-oh. Not very sturdy. Wait. No, that wasn't the wood breaking. That was like some sort of weird, like, demonic markings that just appeared or something. Like weird dark markings on the wood. I don't think that's actually cracks. I feel like there's some weird witchcraft stuff. Which would make sense because of who this person is, right? And I heard a voice. Is he trapped under all these books? No?
Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look in it and scream.
That's the conclusion you're coming to? You were shattered by a scream? Okay.
Julian Alboco's Lesser Key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
Okay, let's read this. Jillian Alboco's Lesser Key. The essence of evil is to cause suffering. There exist many varieties of suffering, from common corporeal pain through the rarefied torment of the psyche, to deep wounds dealt to the soul. Whence then does evil arise? Does it appear on its own? Or does it only spread when conditions are ripe? And finally, the most important question, how can evil be defeated? Most believe evil has always existed, for none remember a time when it did not. Yet, is that sufficient proof? I dare to doubt it, for I am a scholar, and the essence of scholarship is to question all hypotheses until they have been rigorously proven. The appearance of evil is closely tied to the existence of good, its opposite and antithesis. Good without evil is dimensionless and therefore imperceptible. Evil, then, is an integral part of our lives. Evil wears many faces and appears in many different forms. One of them wears the skin of flesh. Yeah, we've been talking that one. This evil, incarnated as man, travels the world, sowing death and suffering. Such evil is devious and difficult to discern. We usually note its presence when it is already too late. In my scholarly wanderings through the myths and legends of a great many cultures, I've come across descriptions of a certain individual which all display a striking similarity. I do not mean in terms of this individual's outer appearance or name, but of his modus operandi. This evil works through trickery, tempting at first with the offer of something seemingly good. The price one must pay for this object of temptation, however, is enormous and non-refundable. And the promised good often contains horrifying hooks and treacherous traps. Beware, then, of any who promise the impossible, for such can only be delivered through the machinations of evil. Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of feeling like we would have been better off if we had not accepted Gunter Dim's offer at all, and just let us ourselves be taken over to the other land to be executed and try to escape then. Feel like we would have been better off and found our own way to get out. Okay, I guess let's go downstairs then.
Franco, is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot and take the platter.
Is he blind?
Today.
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out.
He's got a.
Not
He's in
gonna
a
hurt you.
That
circle.
German sent you. I'm sure of it.
He's right.
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please. You know.
I do know.
Gaunter Old Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Could be what? What? I don't know what he's trying to say there.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
No, it's for safety.
Custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe.
Okay,
without
never mind. He
their
doesn't want to
permission.
be here.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant,
Well, we can break you out of here.
but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends.
Then I assume he went blind
I went
because
so
of
far
Gaunter
as to
O'Dim?
travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures, under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings, I went blind. Yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else.
Okay, so no, he went blind as he was reading the scriptures. So, out of probably some cursed texts that he was reading. So, his names are interesting, like Gaunter O'Dim's other names, Master Mirror and the Man of Glass. I remembered Master Mirror. I didn't remember Man of Glass. What does it mean to be a man of glass? Okay, you can see through them. I don't really think we can see through Gaunter O'Dim. What, they're fragile? Is Gaunter O'Dim fragile? I mean, he's a very, he went and stabbed somebody who hardly bothered him at all and killed them. So maybe you could say that his egos, that his emotions are a bit fragile. I don't know. I don't think that's really what they're trying to say, though. What else does it mean to be a man of glass? Glass is hard. Glass is smooth. I don't know. Him being like a. But then you'd say he's a man of stone, not a man of glass. That maybe, well, it's if you combine it with his other name, the Man of Mirrors or whatever, you could say that maybe him being glass means that he is whatever you how good or bad he is just a reflection of the intentions of whoever he's dealing with, whatever wishes are made of him. Is that possible, that he's not actually truly evil? He is just a weapon, just a tool, just a person that just does things, and people who are actually evil are the people who are wishing for evil things through him? Is that what it means for him to be a man of glass, to be a man of mirrors? Someone who reflects somebody's good or bad deeds back onto themselves? I don't really think either of those that really fits, though. From what we've seen of Gaunter O'Dim so far, it seems like he is just evil to be evil. I feel like he just does enjoy causing trouble and causing harm to others. I don't really see that as a simple reflection of the things that were asked of him or the things that he's done for others. I don't see it that way, at least not so far. So I'm curious how those other names are going to come into play. To what extent those will make more sense to me in time.
Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Yeah, tell me anything about him.
The man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
I see. And basically, Gontradym doesn't want us to turn out like this guy, just because he wants us to continue being useful to him. And he says just forget about him, but we can't just forget about Gontradym, right? He'll show up at our house. That's what he'll do, just like he did for Olgierd.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
Told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honored I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you trust him and say that? Oh, let me draw you something that will keep you safe from me. What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you believe that from him? It's more likely that Gontradym did that to keep you here, so that we could come and talk to you later. Like, it's possible that all this was part of his huge big plan. I wouldn't put it past Gontradym.
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I wasn't there, so maybe he was telling the truth. I don't know.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him.
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody.
Yeah, we saw that whole story through all the flashbacks. Why doesn't this guy have a chair? Why doesn't this guy have a chair and a bed in his circle, huh? He needs something to sit down on. Is he living his whole life in this circle without anything to sit on? Anything to do? That's the true tragedy here.
The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution.
Yep.
A man who would grant any
exactly
wish.
what I thought. I already mentioned my thoughts on this.
Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and Odin. A meeting at a crossroads. A wish. A pact signed in blood.
The wish for wealth, enough to match the Iris's family. The price, his emotions.
Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. Odin delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world. His betrothed and his brother. Vladimir.
Okay, never mind.
Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris. His fortune restored.
Okay, so that's what it was. Also, this is yet another brother between brother fortune struggle that we've dealt with in this DLC. So that was basically foreshadowing for this, for like what, or I guess Olgierd stuff was foreshadowing. I don't know. Whatever. You see what I'm trying to say, right? There's parallels to all of it. I don't think either of them are really foreshadowing. But so I had thought, like I said, that he sacrificed his emotions in order to get this wish, but it seems like he did sacrifice his brother. And his brother was like, oh man, he's so good to me. But apparently he's not. Apparently he sacrificed you, and that's why he's trying to be so nice to you. To try to make up for that mistake, causing his death. Which we kind of suspected already, but I didn't know that that was the price for... I didn't know that was the price for his wish. Did Olgierd kill him?
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher.
Yeah, not directly,
Odin
of course.
Acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of Odim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this?
I mean, he seemed like he did because he signed the contract, and you'd think that the contract just wouldn't work, and so he thought he'd just mess around with it anyways.
No. Odim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating Odim at his own game.
Meaning?
Odim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
Yep, sounds about right. So, I doubt it's going to be easy, though, to beat him in such a game, because this is his favorite game. We'd have to beat him at his favorite game. He's constantly trying to trick people with, like, the hidden meaning of words and whatnot. In specific things in a contract. Like, I could see a way to beat him would be to create a verbal agreement with him and make sure your part of the verbal agreement includes some sort of thing, some sort of asterisk that he doesn't really notice or pick up on. And that allows you some way out of it. That's the only way I could think of. And maybe Olgierd tried something like that and partially succeeded, and that's why we had to do all these 3 requests. Maybe these 3 requests were his little asterisk that he put in. And that was his way of protecting himself from Gauntlerim. But now that we've completed those requests, even though we shouldn't have been able to, now he's going to be in trouble, probably.
Odim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Yeah, I wonder why he felt the need to mark us.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good.
But honestly...
Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Although I don't know why we should be too worried about a mark on our face. We already have plenty of marks on our face and all over our body. But also, like, the creaking wood and everything that's going on, is the place going to collapse and squish this guy? Is that what's going to go on here? Oh no, he's going to leave the circle. And he's dead. I mean, honestly, probably better that than living the rest of his life in this circle. So, you know, he could have had a worse death than that. We got his key and his journal. Okay, let's read his journal. My notes and observations, Professor Shakeslock. The circle Odim created terrifies me. I cannot see it, but I know it is here. I know no name for the sense with which I perceive it. When I near its bounds, strange shivers shoot down my spine. This is not pain, but something that stands my hair on edge like a hedgehog's quivers. A month has passed, and still I stay within the runic circle. Nightmares prey on me more and more. I've come to fear sleep. I know not how long I can withstand this. Yeah, I think it's better off that he's dead, honestly. I dreamt I had a daughter. This was strange, for I never had children. Yet one came to me in my sleep. She was no older than 10. She called me daddy and loved me deeply. I could see it in her eyes. The strangest part of all was that I burned for her with a great paternal love. Can one possibly dream of someone who does not exist? Can one love such a one? I no longer fear sleep. Perhaps Odin has decided to give me peace. I have no desire to change his mind. My dreams of Emily gave me a great joy. My daughter is a good and clever girl. I believe she will grow into a wonderful woman. A shame she exists only in my dreams. Not only do I no longer fear sleep, but now I cannot wait for the moment in which it comes. What a fantastic transformation. If nothing changes, I shall soon try to leave the circle. I know now why I dreamt for weeks of the child I never had. It was his doing. This night, my daughter died. This was all just to torment him. She caught a strange illness which pocked her whole body with hideous oozing sores. She cried, begging me to help. I could do nothing. She died in my arms. I awoke, soaked with sweat. I remain a wreck, my mind tattered. Yeah, this was just a way for him to torment him. 3 months have passed since Emily's death. My heart still bleeds, and horrifying visions plague my every moment. I'm a blind man who wishes he saw nothing, for utter blindness would be a relief compared to these tormenting visions. I cannot persevere much longer. I become a deeply unhappy old man. I have now lived within the magic circle for a year. Thoughts of suicide haunt my mind ever more often. It'd be so simple, but I need to step outside the room. I need but step outside the ruins. Honestly, I feel like the circle might have been a trick from Gontradin from the start, and you could have just left the circle, and it was just all in your mind that it was going to kill you. But who knows, because he did leave the circle and instantly died, so. But that could have just been something in fate that Gontradin planned, that he would die at this moment after fulfilling his usefulness to us and to him. Crazy. But yeah, every single step we take in this DLC quest just tells me more and more not to trust Gontradin. And that he really is just evil. Okay, meet Olgierd at the Temple of Lilvani. I guess I'll see you guys there. This area we're traveling into is not an area I've ever been to before, like this particular part of the map. The map in The Witcher really is quite big. There's a lot to explore, and I appreciate that. A lot of stuff we just still have not seen. Okay. A refugee? Oh, what? And a dead person with an apple.
Boy, Creve, your eyes, they shine so in the dark. Thought at first it was a lizard coming.
Thing that attacked. How big was it?
Well, too big to squeeze in here. It were huge. And those teeth, ugh, we barely escaped.
Wonder if it killed the traders. Poor son's sure had it coming.
Important thing now's to get out of here. Will ye help, Master Witcher?
Dangers past? What happened? Tell me.
Tell me what happened.
Some traders hired us. To protect him along the high road, they said. Before we knew it, they'd bound us.
Is this not the main quest that I ran into here, or is this something else?
They were kind enough to explain and real precise that we were necessary sacrifice for progress and trade.
So they left us, tied to the wagon, as beast bait. Weren't long for a huge lizard appeared, as if its master had whistled.
Monsters must have learned by now that army supplies travel down this road.
Oi. Clever one, the lizard. Cut us off straight away. Left us to crawl in here. Poor Tommy didn't make it.
Need to tend to the monster. Doubt I'll have to look far. Wyverns like to herd their prey towards their nests.
We'll wait here. Wouldn't want to get in your way.
Right, Wyvern. Lucky me.
Okay, but that's not the actual quest that we're doing here. That's something different. That's a different Witcher contract thing. Where am I actually going though for the meeting Olgierd? We'll do some of these side quests later maybe, but for now I want to continue on with the actual DLC quest. What's that? Was that blood? It's not showing up on my Witcher senses. Torch. Interesting. So that leads up and out. Guess we're going down here. What's that sound? Okay, just the music. Monstrum, or a Portrayal of Witchers, Volume 1. In truth, there is not more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher. Hey! They're the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are veritable scoundrels without conscience and virtue. Unscrupulous creatures of hell, able only to take lives. They have no place among decent and honest folk. In this keep, this Kaer Morhen, where these villains nest and practice their foul rituals, must be wiped from the earth, all traces of it treated with salt and saltpeter to complete the deed. I wonder who wrote this book. Who wrote this? Why did they think so poorly of Witchers? Did they run into a Witcher that was particularly nasty? We have ran into some Witchers that I don't particularly like that much, but none. I don't know if they would warrant this kind of writing. Maybe this person who wrote this book was doing some witchcraft, was doing some bad deeds, and Witchers stopped them, and now they got really mad, and then they wanted to write a book about it to to like get back at the Witchers, so that they can continue doing their evil deeds. I don't know. I get that Witchers aren't always heroes or anything necessarily. They're just here to kill monsters, and that's just their job, and that's what they do. Okay. This is a weird place. Some sort of altar or combat area. Sometime later.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
Love of the arts, not my choice. Yeah, not my choice. We'll be honest with them.
Wasn't me who chose it.
I assumed so. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
Yep, your flower.
Fulfilled your third wish.
What is this?
A canvas, and on it, your house, your wife, and the rose you gave her that day.
This is not what I asked for.
Phrased your wish wrong.
Not the first time. And it's been my downfall. So beautiful. She looks alive.
She is, in a way.
Yeah.
Iris painted this, then entered it.
What?
You could have went back to the place and saw her again. She would have been an angry ghost and tried to kill you, but you would have been fine because you're invulnerable anyways.
How?
The pact to end, to you to be yourself again. She wanted to punish you, so she helped me fulfill your wish. What should we tell him here? She loved you, wanted to be close. I mean, to be honest, that's true. She wanted the pact to end, you to be yourself again. That's also true. True, really. She wanted to punish you, so she helped me fulfill your wish. That's also true. It's kind of all these things. But what do we actually tell him? What do we want him to take out of this? Wanted the pact to end, to be yourself again. I feel like that's probably the most beneficial one for him to hear. The one he wants to hear the most is this last one. The one he doesn't want to hear the most is this first one. The middle one is probably the ideal one. Yeah, let's say that.
Think she missed you. The real you. She wanted the pact to expire, so you could be yourself again. How you were before, no matter the price.
Iris, what a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end.
I mean, she tried to stop you like a million times. Well, I guess that was after the fact, though.
I feel as though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
You gonna die? Lost your immortality, maybe?
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Of course you're gonna do your air, you walk through the air.
So glad to see everyone's made it.
You love making
How
a
do you
scene.
feel, Von Everett? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
Or dim. What do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes
And we stand together on the moon.
Is he actually gonna take you there?
Well, what do you know?
Oh, yeah, right. The wording matters.
What? No.
I mean, to be honest though, I wouldn't have put it past Gontardim to actually teleport us to the moon to finish the pact. I feel like that's something that he might be possible of. Not possible of. Might be able to do. Although he hasn't shown any abilities to teleport things yet. He said he can manipulate time, and he related time to the dimensions of space, implying that they're the same kinds of things, and implying that he might have the ability to teleport people. But he's never actually teleported anyone as far as I can tell. He's never done anything with space, only with time. So that's curious. Is he not able to affect space? But then again, he moved the fly. Is his ability to manipulate space very limited? I don't know. But he was able to stab the guy with a spoon. So no, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. He's just weird. But let's see what happens here.
We had a pact. The moon
with
is
his
there.
soul getting taken.
There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Boss, you cheated me.
I never cheat.
Help Olgierd, yeah.
Wait.
Do not interfere, Witcher. Remember what I did to the last fool who interrupted me.
You grant wishes, right? Grant mine and release him.
He must repay his debt.
Let him go, and I'll take it on. We'll call it mine.
You wish to give your soul for his?
No, but we can play for them. I lose, you take mine and Olgierd's. But if I win, you release us both.
Yeah,
what do you propose we play?
Don't know. Maybe
he would
we
just
can
cheat.
bet on a challenge. You know I'm good at accomplishing the impossible. Seen me do it.
Very well. But we shall do this my way.
Of course we shall. Oh. Interesting transition. Just clapped his hands. What happened? Did we go unconscious?
What's happening?
You wish to play, so let us play. I shall tell you a riddle. Solve it, and both you and Olgierd will be free.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna do horribly at this.
And if I don't?
Then we'll all 3 go for a wild ride. It's what you proposed, is it not?
I'm no dummy, but when it comes to things like riddles, I'm no good at riddles, so I'm
The riddle. Let me hear it.
I'm a little concerned about this.
To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained.
What does appertain mean? So by some people shun whatever this is, but to all men you appertain. What is appertain? Hold on. We're googling. What the heck is an appertain? Appertain. It's just pertain. Okay, it's just a dumb way of, it's just a pretentious way of saying pertain. Sure. Of course Contradim would use a weird version of the word pertain. So yeah, it pertains to everybody, but some people shun it and don't want it. What is it, death? I would say most people would want to not be like disdained. Okay.
Fondle me and ogle me till you're insane, but no blow can harm me, cause me pain.
So it's not something that can be harmed or destroyed or anything. That was obvious. Just because of the type of thing that it is. If it's something that affects everybody. But something you fondle or ogle? I don't understand what he means by that. I'm trying to think of like broad concepts, because the answer to the riddle is definitely going to be some sort of broad concept like time or death or something like that. Surely.
Children delight in me, elders take fright, fair maids rejoice and spin.
So elders are frightened of it, children are not. Is it growing older? Children like might be excited to grow older. Older people might not be.
Cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I shall grin.
What was that supposed to be?
You tell me.
A face?
What am I?
Repeat it again. Is it talking about somebody's face? I don't know. Say it again.
Didn't quite catch the riddle. Mind repeating it?
To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained.
Something all men
Fondle
have.
and ogle me till you're insane, but no blow
No, it
can
can't be a
harm
face.
me, cause me pain. Children delight in me, elders take fright. Fair maids rejoice and spin. Cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I too shall grin.
I don't know, but let's see what the answers are.
You're going down.
We shall see, my friend. You must find me before the sand in the hourglass runs out.
It's something I have to find? Oh no.
Ready? Let's begin.
Okay, can I save? Can I save? I can save. No, I can't save. Okay, but I can pause. I can pause and I can think. Okay. The obvious thing that's in this area is a statue of a person. And everything we've been talking about is some, like, portion of a person. But it's a part of a person that can't be destroyed, it seems like. But everybody has it. And children are happy about it, elders are not happy about it. I don't know. Let's just look around. Find the solution to the Master Mirror's thingy. I don't see any sort of time limit posted anywhere.